gonna turn off the I said go, Flexx. This month. There we go. I can't stand it. This is the Button Pusher. Grind City Live, we live. Flexx is over there. Make some noise if you in the crowd. Clap it up. You gonna say something, Flexx, or not? Yeah.
Yes, yes, welcome right inside Grind City TV.
Yes, sir. So we're about to get into the show. GC Live, entertainers, entrepreneurs. It's going down live at Grind City Studios. Let's go. Intro. Grind City, baby.
It's a platform for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
She encouraged me to speak out more. Grind City, Kay Bey, put Pittsburgh on the map.
This is Grind City Live. This is Grind City Live.
I love being on Grind City.
Grind City Live. This is Grind City Live.
You are watching Grind City.
Live. This is Grind City Live. This is Grind City Live.
Get behind this Grind City.
Ready for this.
Grind City Live. That's what this is.
Yes.
Grind City, baby. Grind City, baby. Grind City, baby. We are in the building. Flexx, I need some songs. Moms, you got something planned for me? Y'all make some noise. We got the sister in the building, Miss Faydra. I got a little something. Oh, man. Looky. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all know I get gifts up in here. I get gifts. All right, so, oh man, this is beautiful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm so excited. Thank you. I mean, I'm a celebrity. We're gonna put you right there. You're going right in the studio too. I'm so excited. All right, first of all, tell everybody who you are, where you from, and what exactly it is that you do.
Okay, my name is Faydra Williams. I'm from Williamsburg. I'm a local artist. I do photography. Well, not photography, but I do portraits. I do any kind of home art, like for your home or anything like that. I custom make art. Anything regards to art, that's me.
So how did you discover that you had such a wonderful talent?
Well, as a little kid, I had 3 brothers, no sisters. I was the oldest child and had a lot of time on my hands and, you know, in a room by myself because I didn't have no sisters. So I found out, yeah, I found out then that I kind of could draw the heck out of a coloring book.
You know, your caricatures are a little different because most of the times when I see a caricature, their head is like extremely big and it doesn't match the body.
Right.
Why did you decide to not do it that way? Because yours are very nice. They're like really realistic. Like I had the bags under my eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Thank you.
What you talking about? Show it all. Not that pimpy right there, but show it all.
Right, I understand. Well, actually, the offensive. I don't want to offend anybody. Something that might be exaggerated to me that I could work with to make it cartoonish, like a nose or forehead or something like that. Some people don't take too keen to that. You know, they'll think that's funny. You think that's what makes me, you know, a cartoon. So I try to stay away from that.
That was very considerate of you.
Yes,
that's
yes.
You wouldn't last as a battle rapper. I dare not offend thou. You know what? But you know what? A lot of people don't think like that, and that probably adds to your popularity.
I hope so. I hope so.
I would think it does. Now you've done a lot of portraits of celebrities. Give me your top 5 and how they responded.
Okay, I would say my top 5 is Styles P, NBA Youngboy. I would say Monique, Freeway. Jim Jones. Trying to think of somebody else. Oh, TK Kirkland.
TK
Yeah, the comedian, TK
Yes.
Kirkland, yes.
And now, you gave these to them. Like,
Yes,
they know
yes.
you did this. How did they respond to your work?
Very surprised, very gracious. Styles P, I think his was probably like the most like surprised, and he really showed love. So TK Kirkland as well, because he reposted it on his timeline and stuff.
Dope.
So he gave me love.
Now, did that help you? You know, because I know like sometimes celebrities could repost your stuff and it does nothing. Trust, I have one. It didn't work.
Okay.
But it didn't help you.
Yes, it did. And even if it didn't help me far as my views and my Instagram likes and, you know, different things like that, it did something for my confidence.
Indeed, man.
So
if somebody wanted to have themselves drawing like I have myself drawing because I'm Buttons, don't be hating. I'm Buttons. If they want
DJ Flexx too.
Y'all know Flexx. Y'all see Flexx over there. Make some noise for Flexx. What Flexx doesn't know is everyone can see him right now. So they're going to see me put him in a headlock later. DJ Flexx too. If somebody wants you to do some work for them, how can they reach you?
You can give me a phone call. You can reach me through my Instagram, my Facebook. I'm working on my website as we speak, so it will be up shortly. My Instagram is Faydra _RDF, which is ARDYAF. That's my Instagram, and on Facebook, I am RDF Art Studios.
Dope. Now, one more question before I let you go over there and sweat the rest of yourself off, because I'm over here sweating off pounds. Grind City is the ultimate weight loss program, if you don't know. Come here and get rid of that chin. Shameless plug. The ultimate drawing that you would love to do for an artist that's still here, who would that be?
The ultimate artist is still here. Wow. Okay, so last interview I had, I said Jimmy Wapo, and unfortunately he passed away. So what I would say, who I would love to do that is an artist now, wow, local or professional or like
give me
celebrity?
Both. Give me local and then give me mad celebrity, like big celebrity, like
Okay.
dreamy-eyed celebrity.
Okay, so local rapper, I would say. Wow, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one
Because you already did me, so.
And there's several local artists. Actually, I would love to do a female local rapper.
I can give you some names of that.
Yeah, please do.
I got you.
I would love to show the females some love. In fact, I'm going to shout her out, Lady Homie.
Yes.
That's probably who I will be doing since I'm thinking of
She's dope.
females.
Lady
Yeah,
Homie,
she's
shout
dope.
out to Lady Homie. She is a veteran.
Hey.
Check out a sister by the name of Melanie Carter. They call her Mad USA, Black Rap Medusa.
Okay.
Very revolutionary artist. I'm sure she would love the work that you do.
Okay.
And also, not so much as an artist in like hip hop, but Kim Ill is dope. If you don't know who Kim Ill is, she is a writer. She is an artist. Theater-wise.
Okay.
And she's just one of those people that when you meet her, she's a walking smile, and she would just take whatever you've done for her and put it in front of whoever she knows.
Okay.
So it's cool to do art for people because you admire what they do.
Right.
But as you know, the benefit of them putting it in front of everybody they know helps.
Exactly.
And those two people that I just mentioned to you, they will put it in front of everybody you know. And DJ Flexx.
Okay, for sure.
Hey, y'all, make some noise, Miss Faydra! We'll be right back. Go Live TV Hour is, oh man, I got on a shirt. That was the old show. It's Grind City Live. We'll be right back. Let's Gizzo.
Hi everybody, this is Mimi from Mimi's Tender Connection. Come around the world with me and learn about science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Tune into our show and we look forward to seeing you there. Bye. Hi everybody, this is Mimi from Mimi's Tender Connection. Come around the world with me and learn about science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Tune into our show and we look forward to seeing you there. Bye.
search for trusted and professional music recording, mixing, and mastering ends at MCM Studios in Pittsburgh, PA. You'll be working hands-on privately with in-house producer Mike Hitt, who has over 2 decades of hands-on experience satisfying thousands of musicians across dozens of genres, ages, races, and experience levels. You will be working in a private, comfortable setting, fine-tuned to make you feel as you would recording in your own home. Using the industry-standard Pro Tools recording platform with hundreds of plugins, including compressors, EQs, reverbs, special effects, and vocal tuning, as well as quality outboard gear, you will sound like the star you hear in your mind, impressing your family, friends, and fans. Not only will you record music, but you will be better than you were before you came in. MCM Studios isn't just a recording studio. It's a music recording experience that you can't get anywhere else in the world. To finally realize your dream of being a music recording artist, visit 412mcmstudios.com to book your session right now.
Make some noise!
Yeah. You already know.
I think Flexx just likes to get the look from me. I'm convinced he loves getting the look. This is my man Seek, man. Make some noise. Yeah! You got a whole posse. Seek got a posse up in here today, man. Now, I'm excited that you are here.
I am excited to be here.
Nice to meet you. My name is Buttons, man.
Finally, the amazing
right?
Buttons.
Oh, he called me amazing. I got a picture. I was throwing the blush.
I like your work. I'm a fan.
Oh, man, I'm a fan. Yeah. So here we are, fans. Isn't that beautiful?
Very beautiful.
You are not from the United States, so please, by all means, tell people who are watching and who are here who you are, where you're from, and what you do, bro.
My name is Sekou Elgin Erasmus Kamara. I go by the name Seek as an artist. I'm from Liberia, a country in West Africa along the coast, and I do music. I don't like to subject myself to like labels as an artist, so like I do music versatile, like different genres. I like to experiment with my music.
Because that's the first question people ask. How do you classify your music?
Exactly.
I classify my music as stuff talkie music. But
and I'm pro no labels, so
I don't like labels.
I don't like labels.
I don't like them either. You know why? They separate.
Yes.
Labels separate. So first of all, let's talk about your work in your native country. You did a lot of work with the Ebola crisis over there.
Yeah.
You've had a number. I need you to turn that volume down. You've had a #1 record in your country. Yeah. So let's start with working on projects that had something to do with the Ebola crisis. First of all, how did you get involved in that?
So my brother, Joel, he worked at a studio, and he was the manager of the studio. So I would go there from time to time because I've always loved music, and it was a perfect opportunity for me to be around music. So when the Ebola crisis came out, and I don't know if you read, but it claimed the lives of almost 11,000 people, and Liberia had at least 43%. So we had to do something, not just sit around as artists. So the Accountability Lab approached them about this project that they wanted all artists to get together and work on, and I just happened to be a part of that since I was already in the studio. Yeah, there's a video on YouTube. If you go to like the Save Liberia music video, you'll see the video for the Ebola, and I'm in it.
I'm an Ebola Flex. How about we go over there and flex, people? Let's do that. We're gonna Ebola him.
Yeah.
So, how did that affect you personally? Like being a part of something that has such a major impact on so many people.
I mean, no one wants to see other people, be in a situation where they lose their loved ones. And even me personally, I had friends who lost their loved ones. There's this friend in particular I had, whose name I'm not going to mention, but he lost his entire family, and he's the only one that's alive because he was able to go to the ETU center where they treated people, and he was able to make it in time. So he was saved. But imagine losing everything and all your family, and you're here alone. That personally hit me. There were even times where it was so bad to the point that you would see people on the street because in order to avoid the virus, you can't touch anyone or come in contact with anyone that has it. So even if someone is sick, imagine not being able to help someone that,
Right.
you know.
You can't help your brother.
Yeah, it was very devastating.
I bet.
Yeah. So that was a personal thing for me.
So you raised up from that. Now, how long have you been making music?
I started singing when I was 5 in Liberia, but the first time I ever went to a studio to work on music, it was a United Nations project, the old, when one of my uncles, you know, told us that he wanted us to work with this artist, and we sang. And just being in that studio made me feel like, you know, this is what I want to do.
Now, is that all you do? Do you play instruments?
No, but I'm very interested in learning. But I write.
Guy, because C-Note is that dude.
Exactly,
so
Carlton.
Right back there, C-Note. Y'all can see.
That's my producer, C-Note.
C-Note. I love that guy. That guy right there. I love that guy. This is what I think Flexx. This is my life, people. You see it live here. So I don't want to mess the gentleman's name up, but you had the opportunity to work with a very, very dope producer from your country. Can you tell me a little about him? First of all, what is his name, and how did he impact your music career?
His name is Stone Luckshine. That's for me. That's Liberia's
dope name.
Stone Luckshine.
I'm hanging with you, bro. You got the luck and the shine. We cool.
And he's like for me, he's the #1 producer in Liberia. Like all the hit songs that, you know, that's out in Liberia now, he's contributed to that. So I started working with him. Like I said, my brother was a manager at the studio where he was a producer at. So a couple of things unfolded, and we decided to move on. And when we moved on, we decided to create our own business, having the studio, which is what, which is where I produce the music that I produce now. And he had a very great influence on my music because he encouraged me. He heard me sing, and, you know, I would be very shy to go up to the mic and stuff like that. And he'd be like, no, I heard this beat. I think you should do this. And just working with him and being around him and my brother, he made this very dope beat, which is the first song I did, Bad Girl, which was a very great song in Liberia. And even it was surprising to me the amount of attention it got for being my first song. But I gave that all to him because he pushed me, you know, to do the song. And it's a dance hall style of music. It's very groovy. He's a very great producer. Like, I know, I see it. I see it. But he's a really dope producer. He's a really dope producer overall, and he's a really good person. Oh, you got to do the wine. It's the dance song.
Oh, sugar I'm a bad girl. Oh, I told you he's gonna have a ball up here.
I know.
All right, so you had a #1 song. Was that it, the Bad Girl?
Yeah, it was the Bad Girl. Wow. I wish I could perform that because everyone left the groove to that.
Here's the question. Can I get a 16 to that real quick, though?
So it's like a Coca-Cola shape where your face so pretty, make the man them sweat all over the city. Flavor so sweet, show your beauty like a rainbow. Hey. I said she mesmerize me, tantalize me. Hey. Not only me, she want to call her baby daddy, and she love it when I hit it in the lobby.
Hey, in the lobby. That's what I'm talking about, man. So let's talk about it. So you made a transition over here to the United States of America. What brought you here?
A pursuit for better opportunity, as far as like school, you know, better living, and just to pursue my career basically. Because here they have the biggest market when it comes to entertainment. So there's no other place that could have been better than here.
Now, how has that transition been for you?
It's really been a roller coaster because, you know, moving here is one thing, and having to deal with school and my career at the same time is very, you know, is very boggy for me. But I'm trying to, you know, navigate my way through that because I've been working on projects right now. I'm trying to work on an EP, and the transition has really been like astounding for me because like back then I was doing like dancehall music and I haven't stopped, but I'm trying to transition myself more into that, like the American market. And R&B for me has been something that I've been wanting to do from the time I was very little. So I'm just trying to focus on that for this project. But that does not define me as an R&B artist. Like I say, I don't like labels. But for this project, it's R&B.
Yeah, you're with the right guy. You're with the right guy. C-Note is that guy. So, there's a guy over here, you guys. His name is Booty Bey. Booty Bey. And he's over there. He has on a lime green shirt. That guy, right? He's bad, y'all. He's just bad. So, I'm excited.
I am excited.
To see you.
To see you.
Wow.
It's an honor to meet you. Like I said, I'm a fan of your work.
To meet you, young man. Like, you were my first international artist on my show.
Oh. I'm glad to be.
And I want to thank Sino for that. I appreciate it. Personally, and I want to say publicly, I owe you guys an apology. I was supposed to be at your show.
Oh, no.
And stream it last week. Week before last, I believe. Last Friday. And I could not come. That is not my normal behavior. But I had to do something else. So I'm glad you guys made it here so that I can still see you perform. And trust me, when I tell you I'm going to make that up to you, I will be there to stream you from your studio as well. So that connection is still there. I will make that up to you. And you got, wait a minute, let me get this right. Because Mel J's over there, so the Baddie brothers, you need to be on that side with the whole Baddie crew. It's over there acting a nut. How many of y'all want to see Seek get on stage? Yeah! I want to see him get on stage too. I have my belt, Mom. Mom, I have my belt. I want to see him get on stage. So after this commercial, y'all going to see him get on stage. We'll be right back. Grind City Live. Let's go. Grind City, baby.
It's a platform for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
She encouraged me to speak out more. Grind City, Kay Bey, Pittsburgh on the map.
This is Grind City Live. This is Grind City Live.
I love being on Grind City.
Grind City Live. This is Grind City Live.
You are watching Grind City.
Live. This is Grind City Live. This is Grind City Live.
Get behind this Grind City.
Ready for this.
Grind City Live. That's what this is.
Yes.
It's a platform for everybody. You know what I mean?
Introduce yourself. Make sure that mic's on.
Just put it.
Don't walk your life. Get up there. Stay over there. Move over. In the middle. There you go.
Got it.
Step up a little bit.
Yeah.
Step up into that. There you go.
Yeah.
Drop it, man. Flexx. That's what we got.
Baby, so don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? So why you wanna act like that? You gotta act like that. Say why you wanna act like that? You ain't gotta act like that, no. Act like that, baby. You gotta act like that. Say why you wanna act like that? You ain't gotta act like that, no. See, girl, you said that you were down for me. I believe it. You said that you had to die for me, girl. I believe it. See, All them chocolate trees, you and me, sitting on my mind. Told me you be here till the end. Girl, it was a lie. All the nights you was in the streets with them other guys. Tell me back to back, tell you how to baptize. How could I let you play me? And girl, I guess that I was so blind to see. Even though my fellas try to warn me, I was stuck on you and the difference on me. Yeah. But don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? I say, don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? So why you wanna act like that? Hey, you gotta act like that. I say, why you wanna act like that? And baby, you ain't gotta act like that. Love you once, love you twice, you never love it back. Tell me that you did, but thank God I found you out. What happens if forever gets it doesn't last too long? Growing all together, well I just thought I was in the one for you. I deserve better, I give you my heart, girl. I should've never known, no. I should've known you been playing me, been sleeping with my enemy. Telling me now, telling me you hanging out with your homegirls, that you be running late. Miss me with that bullshit. Don't tell me I trust cause you broke it. You will never love your girl, I'ma let you tell it. How your chances, but girl, you blew it. See, baby, I'm so through it. I don't wanna talk to you. I should've seen this coming, but I guess I was a fool. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Don't you, girl? Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? And girl, why you wanna act like that? Hey, you gotta act like that. And baby, why you wanna act like that? And baby, you ain't gotta act like that. No, you said you'd be here through the good times. You said you'd be here through the hard times. You said you'd be here through the good times. Baby, what about the hard times? Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Baby, don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Why you wanna, baby, why you wanna act like that? And baby, you ain't gotta act like that, no. And baby, why you wanna act like, why you wanna, baby, why you wanna act like that? Baby, you ain't gotta act like, baby, you ain't gotta act like that.